GameBreakers is home to everything esports and basketball. Let's break the game.
Welcome back to the GameBreakers, everybody. My name's Dave Finley, and this is my co-host, Cam.
And we got an exciting interview today with Neil Duffy.
Yeah, man. Neil Duffy's a real one, man. If you guys know esports, if you guys know video gaming, the whole world, the industry, you know who Overactive Media is. And we got the CCO, Neil Duffy, coming in for an interview today. It is going to be a good one.
It really is. It really is. I'm excited to talk about the tournament a little bit before we get into the interview.
Yeah, for sure. Because you know what? It's really exciting what's going on in video gaming these days. You know, huge tournaments happening. We got invited by Neil Duffy. I believe we're getting some media passes to go to the COD Championship, Kitchener at the auditorium. So it's going to be really amazing. 20,000 screaming fans. It's going to be a time.
Call of Duty is a game that I could watch pretty much all day.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like when I was a kid, when I was younger, GoldenEye was my favorite game. James Bond, GoldenEye. For those of you who were born in the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, GoldenEye.
I thought there was never a game that could top that.
No.
But then I played Modern Warfare 2 back in the day, and it was love at first sight.
Yeah, honestly,
I've been a huge
man,
COD fan ever since.
You're right when it comes to like GoldenEye being like, because that was like the staple back in the day. It was like the first multiplayer first person shooter.
It really was.
So it's like I can go against somebody else, you know. So me, I had 3 brothers growing up, so 4 people, 4 paddles. It was always a tournament in my house.
Were you the top dog?
No, Jay was my little brother. Jay, yeah, he's insane. Actually, we picked it up after 20 years, and he smoked me 20-1. Wow. Like he knows every corner you're coming around. He knows everything that you're doing, everything you're thinking. It's I can't even.
Doesn't matter if you're in temple facilities.
Nowhere. It doesn't matter. He knows every map. He knows it like he never even. It was like he played yesterday. Wow. You know, like it's crazy. He's absolutely insane at the game, and but that developed into bigger games and more. That's like the original game that allowed creators and developers to create more first-person shooter multiplayer games. Like that was the game.
It really was the blueprint.
It was like the godfather of first-person shooters. Multiplayer first-person shooter. So love that game. But yeah, man, Overactive Media is really doing big things. They're the biggest, best esports organization in Canada, if not the world, and they won't stop until they are. They own Toronto Ultra. They own a Valorant team. They own different titles. They have a team almost in like a lot of the big games. But their Toronto Ultra team is really what I want to talk about with them today. Their Toronto Ultra team is absolutely phenomenal. They win majors. So how the Call of Duty works, there's like a bunch of majors that happen throughout the year, and then there's one big final.
That's right.
And now we get it in Canada for the first time. We got the final in Canada for the first time.
It's a big deal.
It is big because it's showing that Canada can be part of the ecosystem. It's like we have that the fan base here. We have the industry here, the economy for it. You know what I mean? We can do these big events. So Overactive Media actually won some awards too for the best esports event ever. Right, so they threw a major in Toronto not long ago, and it was crazy. And they won an award.
Knocked it out the park.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what they're gonna do for the grand final, like the championship final. And we're going to be there backstage.
Yeah, I'm excited, guys.
So, yeah, if you guys like that, man, behind the scenes look, we're going to have it all. I can't wait for that. Let's get into it, though. We'll be back right after this. We're going to talk a lot about esports with Neil Duffy when we come back. Thanks a lot.
Let's get it.
MDS is a full home construction company cantered in the heart of Hamilton, Ontario. We can support all our clients' needs from plumbing, electrical, drywall, flooring, framing, stairs, and more. Contact us today for a quote. 905-520-4202. Let's break the game.
Welcome to the GameBreakers, everybody. My name's Dave Finley, your host, and today we are sitting with somebody very special to me. I'm a huge gamer. You guys all know that. Esports is my life. I love video gaming. I love streaming the video games. I love the tournaments, the whole business side of it. It's just booming, and I'm absolutely proud to have CCO of Overactive Media here, Neil Duffy. How are you doing, Neil?
Dave, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. We've been trying to get this to happen for about a month now, and it's really good to sit here and just get the chance to talk to you and pick your brain, man.
I'm appreciative of you inviting me down, and especially making time for me here on the weekend, so thank you.
Amazing. All right, just so for the people at home, there's a lot of people in the esports world that might not know who Neil Duffy is. So for the people watching watching and all the GameBreaker fans, who is Neil Duffy and why video games?
Well, I appreciate you having me in here first and foremost.
Yeah,
as you mentioned, I work with Overactive Media.
Yes.
We're a gaming and esports company, primarily focused on major teams in the biggest leagues. So League of Legends, Call of Duty, Valorant, you name it, we're trying to be in the game.
Nice.
We're going to have a couple new titles that we'll announce over the next couple of weeks as we gear up to be in the Esports World Cup.
Amazing.
And I've been in video games a long time now, believe it or not. 10 years, 11
beautiful.
years actually.
Beautiful.
I got into the space in 2014 with a company called Virgin Gaming.
Okay.
If you remember Virgin Gaming, it was a peer-to-peer wagering platform for FIFA,
sweet.
Madden,
Sweet.
NHL, NBA. And we pivoted that idea. I came in to really build out a college division.
Yeah.
So I saw the opportunity around competitive gaming and how it paralleled competitive sports.
Okay.
And nothing existed at the NCAA level. So
You're
our
right.
mandate, our mission and vision in the early days was to build the largest collegiate esports league and tournament operator for colleges.
Amazing.
And we did that over the next 6 years. We built a company called the Collegiate Star
Canada.
League. We were based out of Toronto, but most of our schools were based in the United States.
Okay, cool.
So at our peak, we got up to about 1,800 college campuses
Wow.
competing, 80,000 student athletes.
Wow.
And as the pandemic was approaching, we had made the decision to take the business from Canada and sell it into the U.S.
For sure.
Which made a ton more sense. And we
sure.
sold it to
Bigger market.
much bigger market, and 90% of our audience was there. So
Yeah, cool.
we sold it to a multimedia rights firm,
Amazing.
backed by a private equity company in early 2020.
Boom. Got your
Had a lot of fun.
Got your foot in the door right there in video games early.
Absolutely.
Awesome, man. And that's amazing. So you obviously grew up playing video games, I would take
course.
it? Yeah. So what was your favorite game growing up?
Well, I guess that depends. I was a big like Mario Brothers guy.
Okay, cool.
But
That's the number one gross selling video game of all time, by
Is
the
it
way.
really?
Mario is the
Wow.
biggest. It's the people thought it would have been like Call of Duty or something like
Yeah.
that, the most sold game ever, but it's still Mario.
Wow.
And then Tetris. And then it's like Call of Duty's not even top 3.
Well, Tetris is just an unbelievable game.
Yeah.
I was following the guy the other day. He was on a book tour right now,
Okay.
talking about the creation, development, and
Oh,
legacy
sweet.
of Tetris. But the game that I think probably got me most, I'm going to say, was probably NHL 94,
Okay.
because I was about 10 years old at the time,
Nice.
and we would just play every day after school,
Yeah.
nights,
It's
weekends.
one of the first good hockey games.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Well, we were obsessed with Blades of Steel.
Okay.
because you could fight each other and have
Yep.
a great time doing that. But 94, you go down, you circle around the neck,
Yeah.
one timer in front, and that's where I really developed a love and a passion. And it's been with me ever since.
Did you play GoldenEye at all? Like
Of course,
first-person shooters?
Yeah, the N64.
Yeah, I
that
was thinking of doing like a GoldenEye tournament.
You should.
'Cause everybody loves GoldenEye, and it's a retro. It's one of the first. I think it is the first multiplayer first person shooter. One of them anyway, and I think it would be cool.
And everyone grew up on it. That was, I remember going over to my friend's house and we would just play it in his front room.
Yeah.
And we would all take turns and that was Friday night for us back in high school.
The temple,
Exactly.
All those
You know
maps
it.
were legendary.
I can still hear the intro music, and God, it was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do do do. Yeah, that was great. Love it, man. GoldenEye was it, and I think they did a good job with the movie too, making it with Pierce
Absolutely.
Brosnan. They nailed that. Like
Yeah.
it was almost just like the video game, So it's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's amazing. Now you're dressed in the Toronto Ultra jacket. I absolutely love the Ultra gear. I do play Call of Duty myself, so all my guys are decked out in the Toronto.
We
packs
love that.
for
We
sure.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
For sure
Thank
they
you.
are, yeah. And like even when I was playing ranked, I don't play ranked anymore. I didn't buy Black Ops 6. I don't know why. I just got off of Black Ops, started playing Marvel Rivals, I think.
It's another great game.
Yeah, it is. Marvel Rivals is cool. But the Toronto Ultra gear is really cool. Where can people find all that Toronto Ultra merch?
Well, we appreciate everybody who wants to represent Toronto Ultra. You can go to torontoultra.gg.
Okay.
There's a shop on there. We've got everything from jackets to hoodies to pants to toques, and we try to be leaders of the pack when it comes to merchandise. And I'll tell you what, I still get excited when I'm walking down the street and I see someone repping
sure.
Toronto Ultra gear. So
For sure. If I knew that this was happening a little late, like I could have ordered something, but I wanted to order something to wear during the interview. But
Next time.
Oh, I'm definitely I'm bringing some out to the grand finals for sure, the championship finals for sure.
we're looking forward to hosting you there.
So let's talk about that. It's the first time in history that Call of Duty has ever had a championship final in Canada.
That's right.
All right. And you guys already won an award for the best esports event. I believe, right?
Yeah, so the championship weekend, the Call of Duty League championship weekend will be June 26th to the 29th. We're taking it to the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium. The Odd. It is an iconic venue. We couldn't be more excited to go there. We just had the guys down on the ice last week. They filmed the podcast.
Cool.
We were in there checking out the areas, the food and beverage.
How it's all going to work.
Yeah, everything. User flow. And we're pumped. And the Explore Waterloo region has been tremendous to work with. And
you're expecting about 20,000 people there?
Yeah, 20,000 over 4 days. So we expect somewhere in the range of 4,000 to 5,000 a day.
Nice.
Thursday, Friday, is the preliminary matches, and then on the weekend it'll be jam packed.
Amazing. We'll be there too. GameBreakers
we can't wait to
are going to be there. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to be there, man. It's doing an event like that, because we are event planners here as well. We do an annual event. It's 3x3 basketball mixed with esports. It's a hybrid event, and we're getting like a really good reaction for doing the whole, like, it's two communities that are meant to be together.
Right.
It's 3x3 basketball is very urban and very fast paced and high energy. It's just the communities love each other. But for like someone that's doing an event, like someone like myself, a young event planner, like what's some really good advice you can give to a young event planner that's trying to do arena events one day?
Well, it's really just be obsessed with your audience and really understand kind of what's the product you're trying to put out there. Okay. There's a lot of times that people will say, this is a concept I've got, and they'll just try to force it on the audience.
Yeah.
But if the audience, if you're trying to get their hard-earned money and make them come out to an experience, you've got to make sure that it's a fit. You've got to make sure that it feels genuine. You've got to make sure that it feels authentic. But more importantly, you've got to have a reason for them to go to your event over something else.
For sure.
Especially in Ontario and Toronto, the region, there's so much going on.
The events are booming right now.
Yeah, whether it's music, movies, concerts, comedy, festivals.
Yep.
You've got to, if you're going to get someone's time, you've got to give them a reason why they've got to come to yours and not do something else. So we think about that a lot. We think about not only the main event, but ancillary events or other promotions we can do. You guys
do great. Like, let's just put that out there right now. You guys do absolutely amazing with your marketing.
We appreciate that.
Your marketing is on point. You got like stories from your, working for Overactive Media, stuff like that. You got Toronto Ultra's brand blowing up right now. Like, that brand you're doing such a good job with. Like I was saying earlier, the merch is on fire. Everything looks so good. Is it a massive marketing team? What does that take to do such a good job? Is it a big team you guys got over there?
It's very kind of you to say that. We're a small team, very small team. Yeah. It's in Toronto. We're on the marketing side. There's 5 of them.
Oh, cool.
On the partnership side, there's 5 or 6 of us on the partnership side. So we work hand in hand very closely, from ideas to development to campaign and execution. So we try to be thoughtful so that we can move very quickly from there. So we don't have to do everything. We're not trying to solve the world's problems, but when we do something, we want to do it right. Yes. We want to lead with impact, and we want to do it at a world-class level.
Because they're going to leave with that experience, right? And that's what you want them to leave with, so they want to come back to your next event, right?
That's it. And we're very proud. You mentioned it earlier. We were named Canada's top esports event for 2024.
Yeah, and best esports organization.
That's right. Also,
and you're not going to stop until. What did you say? I'm not going to stop until we're the best goddamn esports organization in the world.
Ain't that a fact? That's the truth. That's what our vision is. When you sit back and think about, why do we show up to work every day? Why do we work so hard? Why are we willing to go above and beyond? I genuinely think right now we're laying the foundation to become, if not the biggest esports org in the world, one of them.
This episode is sponsored by Satiety. Take your basic essentials to the next level with luxurious and fashionable socks. Designed to elevate your everyday wardrobe, don't settle for ordinary when you can experience greatness. Join the community and step into comfort like never before. Let's break the game.
And it's still very early days, and we're on the right trajectory.
To be honest, I follow Ralph Reichart and all them guys from Saudi. Like, they're doing it massive as a global thing. But as an individual organization, there's nobody doing it like OAM right now.
Well, we appreciate that.
Nobody.
There's a lot of great...
There probably is, but I don't see them. I don't hear about them as much as you guys. I don't see... their marketing's not the same. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're not trying to put themselves out there like that because they have so much money already or something. I don't know.
Well, we don't know, but there's a lot of groups out there that I like and admire. I think it takes a village to kind of grow this entire community, and we're thrilled to be just a part of it.
I'm loving that $40 million that they just gave to $1 million each to 40 different companies. EWCF.
The Esports World Cup Foundation. Yeah. So I think the total prize pool, they just announced that it's going to be $70 million.
10 more mil than last year.
10 more mil than last year.
Nice.
The clubs don't get a lion's share of that. You've got to earn that through the club championship.
But everybody just got $1 million. Like 40 clubs got $1 million each to build on their infrastructure. And
I think it was 40 clubs became partnered programs.
So, okay, they didn't get $1 million each.
No,
okay,
I
thought
don't
that's
think
what was happening.
There's certainly some stipends and some benefits to being a partnered club, and we were named a partner club.
Yeah.
So we're thrilled about that.
So you would have known if you got the $1 million.
I would have been over the moon.
I don't think. Did I miss that or
there's a lot of info out there about Esports World Cup. We're thrilled. I've gone to Saudi Arabia each of the last 2 summers.
Yeah.
2 years ago was for Gamers 8. And last year we were there for Esports World Cup. We'd love to have you guys over there.
If I come there, we're definitely having a coffee somewhere.
They got some amazing coffee.
They told me about the coffee. We got to have some coffee somewhere.
It's very strong. So you got.
I'm a coffee guy. I like coffee.
You can handle it then. They do a world class job. The team over there. Ralph and Hans and everyone at the Esports World Cup Foundation, what they have built from an infrastructure, scheduling, execution standpoint is beyond comprehension.
Yeah.
They had a whole village, a whole area with arenas side by side by side.
Didn't you see that island they're building too? It's like a big with 2 big hotels and the big esports facility in the middle. Like it's for all the people that are coming to take part can stay in the hotels, and then it's
what they're doing there is
crazy.
Is amazing. They're leading the world when it comes to investing in esports, and I think a lot of the tournaments, events, and leagues that we're going to participate in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years will go through Saudi Arabia, and they're going to have their fingerprint all over that.
Yeah, because that's where the first Olympics is going to be as well, right?
It will be, 2027.
2027, and that is wild. So, let's just talk about that for a quick second, because I grew up, like we said, playing Tetris, playing Mario Party, playing these games in a house with nobody online. Then all of a sudden, now we're playing online, and you can talk to people from other countries and other cities, and it's just wild, right? But now they're taking it to the Olympics. Now they said it's an Olympic sport, so it's certified now as an actual, in the Olympic Committee made esports their own Olympics. So it's not going to be the same time as the Olympics. It's its own Olympics.
It's its own Olympiad, yeah. So there's going to be 3 Olympic Games. There's going to be the Summer Games, which we all know. There's going to be the Winter Games, and soon there'll be the Esports Olympic Games also. So there's I saw this movement, and I love the Olympics.
Yep.
I love sitting down watching Summer Games, Winter Games, and just the stories, the dramas, the winners, the people that don't win. There's just so much history and legacy around that. And in 2016, I came together to work with the British government. A gentleman named Chester King over there ideated creating the Olympic Games for esports. And we did it down in Brazil.
It was his idea to bring it to the table.
It was his. We were early, though. We were too early on this. So we did a showcase at the British House in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Wow.
And we had 2 games, and we had 8 countries represented.
Cool.
And the idea just didn't resonate as much as we hoped at that time.
Yeah.
So now it's a full circle moment
now
for me.
Now they see where esports is going.
Now you see Olympics.com or Olympics.org putting out articles about esports.
Good.
You see the president of the IOC.
I think that kind of wraps back to where we were talking about how there's no media really about the individual players. That's going to change when the Olympics happen.
Absolutely.
They're going to make it just like you said about the stories of the players, and it's going to showcase all their country's players and them training, and it's going to be wild.
That's what you want. This industry will grow as more people get to know the movers, the shakers, the players, the winners, the champions, etc.
Yes.
And I think there's a great opportunity to tell those stories because they're very interesting.
Yeah.
When you look at sports, from rags to riches, or from this country, all of a sudden they become a world champion and their life changes.
Yeah.
We want to see that. I remember being at Dota's The International 5 in Seattle, 2015, I think it was. And there was a young man, I believe he was from Pakistan, and he won his share. I can't remember the team that won. I think it was evil geniuses, but he won his share of the prize pool, and it was millions of dollars.
He's from Pakistan?
I believe so, yeah.
So that's a lot of money back there too, right?
Yeah, and it just, his life changed.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Esports World Cup Foundation is also doing.
For sure.
They've got the $70 million prize pool. But if you become an MVP of your specific game, you get $450,000
just as a bonus.
Wow!
So it's not just 70 mil they're giving away. They're giving away a lot extra bonus money too.
I think that's the whole package together.
Sweet.
But if you win MVP and you're taking home a pile of money, that is amazing.
Yeah. Man, it's really wild to see where esports is going, and that's all thanks to companies like you guys trailblazing your way through that. And we can't thank you enough as the GameBreakers. We want to be involved as much as possible in esports because, like I said, I'm a gamer. I'm probably going to go home right now and play some StarCraft. I play StarCraft.
Right on.
You ever play StarCraft?
I was never good enough to play. Yeah, I've watched a lot of it, but it's going to be at Esports World Cup.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I just got back into it, and I didn't realize it's an actual tournament game. It's a competitive game, so it's so fun. It's so
Team
cool.
Liquid won it. Clem was the guy who won last year in an amazing victory. Nobody expected.
I'm talking with the CEO of Liquid.
Are you really?
Yeah, because we want to interview the players as well. I'm trying to interview all the players. So that's where I was going to ask you next, if that would be possible at all. We want to know how possible it is for the GameBreakers to get involved with the media side of Toronto Ultra and your Valorant team and your League of Legends team. We want to interview the players. We want to do as much as we can to shed as much light on these guys as possible. So is that anything
we'd love to explore it. We've got the guys in the venue. We're over in Liberty Village, so they're there 5-6 days a week. They play today.
So they actually have a venue that I could go up to?
Yeah, we've got a full 15,000 square foot office.
Is it private though?
It is. Yeah, well, it's our workspace also.
Okay, cool.
So we'd love to host you sometime.
That'd be amazing.
Let's have you in. They're great guys too. You'll love getting to know them, and we'll just coordinate with the GM.
Because we can do great on-scene interviews as well. So maybe we can make that happen.
Let's find a way.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys haven't, follow Overactive Media on all platforms. Go check them out right now. June 26th. Get your tickets right now. Go buy them right now. It's not sold out yet, right?
Nope, we can still handle it.
Go buy the tickets right now and come see the Call of Duty Championship Finals in Kitchener at the Odd. Neil, it was an amazing time having you on our show today. I'm blessed and honored to meet you.
David,
thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you.
Take care, man. We'll see you guys later.
GameBreakers is home to everything esports and basketball. Let's break the game.
Welcome back, guys. Man, what a great interview. You can tell he has a brilliant mind.
He does.
And it's amazing to see what Overactive Media is doing, and I can't wait to go to their tournament.
Yeah, the COD Championship Finals is going to be crazy. Catch us there. Catch us on Afro Global Television. Catch us everywhere. The GameBreakers on all social platforms. Go subscribe, go follow, and we'll catch you next week. Take care.
Peace.
GameBreakers is home to everything esports and basketball. Let's break the game. The GameBreakers podcast features opinions from its hosts and guests, which do not reflect the views of affiliated organizations. The content is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as professional advice. The podcast and website are not legally binding, and the hosts make no guarantees regarding the accuracy or completeness of the information. Listeners should consult a qualified professional for specific advice. By listening, you accept responsibility for your own decisions and actions. The creators disclaim any liability for damages resulting from the use or reliance on the podcast's content.